And obviously you've moved now to a kitchen that is your own kitchen.
Yeah.
So we just wondered if there was any sort of history about that. It's not necessarily a kitchen that you've designed yourself or had great, you're using a kitchen that has.
Well, it's not a kitchen that I designed myself. It was one that was already here. But I always like, the most important thing for me is to have enough workspace, but then just to have, few of the gadgets that I sometimes need, and then I always have as much storage space as you can, because it's just with all the different little things, knickknacks that I have or want to have in the in the kitchen cupboards, and then plus on top of that what the kids need as well. Pretty more often than not, I get sidetracked and get given a smaller space than anyone else, even though I'm the one that's cooking. So it just depends on, again, for me, the sort of imperatives of what I need. And in terms of I have, my thing is I always have things to hand. So if there's sort of I guess all the spices and seasonings and different salts and things, those are the things that I always leave out on the workbench, that's for sure. So I have all these different spice pots. They're tiny little, they're probably 150 gram little glass Kilner jars that I just stack on top of each other. I actually have them in my restaurant at Muse as well. They just look nice, and they're all full of all different spices, and it just saves going into the cupboard all the time. And then various different sort of kitchen equipment that never fits in the cupboard anyway, because the cupboards are never big enough. So things like a KitchenAid or a mixer and things like that.
Are you quite disciplined at home about how you store stuff? I mean, is everything that you store used, or are you like a lot of us with a lot of stuff stored that you kind of every now and then you think,
I use everything. I do use everything. There isn't anything that I don't have. I think, kitchen clutter as well. We're all bad at that. We have too much stuff in the cupboards that we don't use, and it just sits there and doesn't get used, gets pushed to the back of the cupboard, and then, it's just a dead space or something you don't really need. And I think every kitchen has that. And I think
better at editing than others. I'm not very good at editing, I admit.
Yeah, it's for throwing away. It's either the throwing away that you don't want to do, or that people are hoarders and they just hoard rubbish. I'm a little bit like that, but I would say that I generally, 90% of the things that I do have in the kitchen I use, whether they're just, something to look at that looks nice, and just gets, sort of looked at and think, oh, yeah, that looks nice, but isn't used at all. So I think, for me, having a kitchen that is actually, full of stuff that is used is important. Yeah, definitely.